Welcome everybody. I'm Abdul and we're your SafePlace leaders here to talk about healthy teen relationships. This presentation is for freshmen and sophomores, so if you're a junior or senior, you probably shouldn't be here. We've all been trained by SafePlace to prevent teen dating violence and sexual assault by focusing on healthy and successful relationships. We know high school is a place where people start dating, so we want to give you tips to have a healthy relationship. Why is this important? Take it away.
Hi, I'm Henry. Did you know that 50% of teens have compromised their values just to please their partner?
I'm Elliot. Did you know that 10% of high school students have been purposefully hit, slapped, or physically hurt by a boyfriend or girlfriend?
Hi, I'm David. Did you know that 25% of high school girls have been physically or sexually abusing their relationship?
Hi, I'm Blair. Did you know that 80% of girls who have been physically abused in a relationship continue to date their abuser?
Hi, I'm Daniel. Did you know that 67% of people in a physically abusive relationship never told anybody about the abuse?
I am the awesome Ariana. Given these disturbing national statistics, we would like to remind everyone here that if you are in a relationship where you're being physically hurt, you should seek help immediately. Staying in that relationship will only let things get worse. However, that is not the focus of today's forum.
Instead, we want to help LASA students by sharing some dating do's and don'ts that can help you at any stage of your relationship. Romantic relationships start to get more serious in high school. You might see someone and become shy because you think she's pretty and he's handsome. Once you've gotten to know the person, you might consider dating them. Let's talk about some of the good and bad reasons to be in a relationship, starting with the bad. Make sure to stay away from those people. Now that we've seen the bad, let's talk about the good reasons.
You're friends and you have a mutual attraction for each other.
You want the best for each other.
You've got a little crush on them, and you want to get to know them better to see how well you relate.
Once you realize that you have a crush on someone and that someone has a crush on you, what do? You could continue being awkward, or you can try and make it work.
The next stage usually involves making lots of corny jokes and flirting, such as,
Do you have a Band-Aid? Because that scared my knee falling for you, girl.
or using lame pickup lines like,
Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
but most importantly, it's about getting to know the person.
After the flirting, the most common move is to ask someone out on a date. However, anyone can take the lead and ask out another person. So don't just sit around and wait for them to notice that you're interested in them. You have to tell them and let them know, or else you won't know if a romance is even possible.
Of course, there are good and bad ways to ask someone out and to respond.
There are many ways to ask someone out, but the most important thing is to remember to be direct about why you want to go out with them. You don't want to end up thinking,
Man, she totally wants me.
while she's actually thinking.
He's good friend material.
So when you are asked out for this date, and if you do want to turn them down, it's really important to be direct about it, and also be nice about it. You want someone to be really mean if they turned you down, and you're probably going to run into them again at school, and it's going to be pretty awkward.
Once you've started the relationship, there are certain things you should look out for, especially the red flags. Red flags are gut feelings you get when someone is being jealous, clingy, controlling, or just difficult to have a good relationship with.
These red flags should worry you because they show that this person is going to put their interests ahead of what is good for both of you in the relationship.
Some red flags are signs that the person you're dating could become abusive later. Look out for extreme jealousy, trying to control your behavior, unfair rules that give them more power, and being blamed for their bad behaviors. These only get worse the longer the relationship lasts.
Remember that dating is a time for people to get to know each other and see if they're both compatible. As long as you're honest with yourself and with the other person, then you'll know it's compatible.
As a relationship progresses, it's likely that a conflict may occur at some point or another. It might be as simple as someone wanting to watch Twilight while someone else wants to watch Iron Man 3. Or it could be as major as someone cheating.
It's super important for both people in a relationship to be direct with each other. This keeps things simple and avoids unnecessary drama.
Now's it my turn? Thank you. So, you've got to be direct, as he said, with each other. And also remember that if you have a problem with your partner, anything at all, you should talk it out with them. Because otherwise, you might not get what you want.
But what if he doesn't, like, care or gets mad at me or, like, wants to break up with me just because I bring an issue up?
Worrying or being afraid of what comes after you bring up an issue will only make things worse. If you don't talk it out with your partner, then they'll never know what you really want and need.
On that note, let's talk about healthy ways of maintaining a relationship. Here are some things you can do to make it work.
Stay true to your values. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. While it's a healthy practice to compromise and discuss things to make sure that both people are happy, you should never give in to pressure and do something you don't want to, especially when it comes to being physical. Go at whatever pace is comfortable for you and say no until your partner gets it.
Keep up the momentum in your relationship. I mean, really, you don't want to become stale like a bag of chips, right? By taking your partner for granted. So, don't you want to keep things fresh like this?
Hey, how long has it been since me and Daniel have started dating?
Wasn't it the 10th, like a couple months ago or something?
Isn't that today?
You're right.
Ah, it's my anniversary! I'm supposed to give him something! What am I supposed to give him?
Doesn't he like Firefly?
Firefly. Ah! Hey Daniel, so it's our 3-month anniversary today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got
Happy
you
anniversary.
this really cool bracelet, and it says, it totally says Serenity on it in some weird language like runes. It says Serenity in runes, so yeah, it's cool.
Awesome, thanks. Hey, I was thinking to celebrate our 1-month anniversary, you want to go see a movie tonight?
Yeah, sure, that's cool.
Awesome, we'll see you later.
Besides making special dates, it's also really important to just hang out or just spend time talking. If all your alone time is spent making out or being physical, it's never going to work.
Don't forget that your friends are a priority to do. Just because you started dating doesn't mean that you need to ignore your BFF. Otherwise, if you start dating and ignore your friends, you could lose them.
Make sure to balance the other things in your life too, like homework, hobbies, and family, and other things you love to do. If you get too distracted by one element in your life at the expense of the others, you're likely to lose out, mess up, or have to get something you love doing.
Not every relationship is meant to last a lifetime. In fact, most of them will end in a breakup, even if you are in love. However, that doesn't mean that it wasn't an important experience and that person isn't special to you. So, it's a healthy practice to give breaking up a little forethought. You need to know if breaking up is the best option and how to do it properly.
First, you will normally see signs that the relationship just isn't what it used to be. Maybe they're blowing off your texts and blowing off your calls.
Or maybe you feel frustrated, angry, and hurt whenever you spend time with them.
Maybe there are too many arguments in your relationship and it feels restrictive.
Maybe you don't feel close to them anymore.
Seems like this couple wasn't communicating with each other. If you're feeling uneasy about the way your relationship is going, you should check in with your partner. How do you check in? Let's see.
Hey David, I'm feeling neglected. Last night, I was waiting for you to call me or text me or send me a Facebook message or something, and I didn't hear anything.
I'm so sorry, like right now my parents are going through a divorce and there's so much homework and my SAT is coming up and I just really didn't have time. I'm sorry. Do you still love me?
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
In this case, it worked out. But what if you reach the conclusion that it's over? Then you'll need to know how to break up. Here are some examples of how not to break up and how not to respond when someone says it's over. If someone was hanging on to my feet like that, I think I'd have to call the cops. Anyways, let's talk about better ways of breaking up.
I think I want to break up with Blair. Things aren't just the same.
Just gotta be honest. Being honest is key. You gotta tell the truth.
I think I want to break up with my boyfriend Daniel. Just doesn't work anymore.
Have you thought about why? Because you've got to be honest and really clear with him when you're breaking up, yeah?
Yeah, you're totally right.
And you need to be direct with him. Make sure he understands that it's over so there aren't any loose ends.
Closure. Got it. Okay.
Well, I guess it's time to change my Facebook status now.
can't just go and pretend like you're single and like the relationship is over. You gotta go be honest. Go tell her how you actually feel. See what happens.
Hey, I really got into you. I wanted to talk to you about something.
I have been meaning to talk to you about something as well.
I think we should break up. Is that it? Are we done? Are we over?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, well, see you later. That was interesting. Well, did it feel really topsy-turvy and all upside down and weird?
I feel free, but things aren't just the same anymore.
Hey, it's really normal to feel all these ups and downs. The really important thing is to identify what emotions you are feeling.
Well, I guess I'm feeling angry and relieved and sad and confused. Really confused.
Hey, that's good, because now you've thought about what you're feeling, now you've acknowledged them, maybe then you can begin to heal. Because if you just suppress or ignore these emotions, you aren't going to get better.
Hey man, I know we're men and all, and it's weird to be talking about our feelings like that, but I think we need to talk about it like our feelings.
Yeah.
Need some tissues?
I could probably use a box.
A box, there you go.
So, once you've identified all these feelings, now you're ready to move on, just don't dwell on them, overanalyze, because you don't want to get stuck in the past.
Yeah, you're right. I need to move on.
I don't know, I just feel like I'm going to be alone forever. What am I going to do?
Man, you still have a future. I know you'll find someone better than her.
Look, you know what we really need? Group hug. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Give her a hug. Come on.
Most awkward like ever.
Thanks for coming out, guys. Fist bump.
Yeah, so you want to head to the beach?
Yeah, that sounds great. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, time for some surfing!
Hey, come on man, let's go watch some Iron Man 3.
Friends can offer great strategies for getting through a breakup and can help you recover from that paralyzing grief. Day by day and little by little, the sadness should lift. However, if it doesn't, remember that your friends are probably not trained counselors.
Probably.
So you may want to talk to a professional to see if you're dealing with depression.
We want to end by letting you know that if you ever experience violence or abuse in a dating relationship, it's really important that you reach out for help in order to stay safe. I mean, who doesn't want to stay safe, right? It can become dangerous to create distance or breakup. So talk to a parent, counselor, or other trusted adult who can help you around staying safe before, during, and after a breakup.
If you ever feel afraid or worried about a relationship, you can also call SafePlace for help with your relationship. That's confidential at 267-SAFE. That's 267-7233. If you're not a talker, there's also information at loveisrespect.org where you can text with peer volunteers. Thanks to all our SafePlace leaders. On stage today are Ariane, Blair, Daniel, David,
Hey y'all.
Elliot, and Henry. Taking care of the technical parts of our presentation are Cody, and I'm Abdul, your MC. Thanks also to our school counselor, Miss Hopper, who has put in a lot of time and effort to help us make this presentation. And thanks to Randy, who's our SafePlace representative, who taught us everything we shared with you today. You've been a great audience, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.